Hey guys, welcome back. It's almost one of the last episodes, and we're going to talk about intuitive eating. Let's go. You already know the importance of your protein intake, the importance of your weekly balance, managing low and high days, and also this is the next step. Intuitive eating, the next step after if it fit your macros. So this is an approach where you have even more flexibility, but this is not for everyone, and I wouldn't recommend this for beginner. For all those people who start or who are mid journey, they should focus on tracking regularly. But for all those people who do this for a long time, they can also try intuitive eating. Let's go. So what is this? It's eating based on hunger and fullness cues, rather than tracking every calorie and macro. So you eat with your hunger feeling. This would be a problem for me, but for some people out there it can work. In this case, you should focus on listening to your body while maintaining a balanced diet. So the transitioning phase to intuitive eating is what I already told you. It's ideal after a few months or especially after a few years of tracking your food intake, as you will develop a strong understanding of portion sizes and macros. If you haven't tracked yet your calories, your portions, your macronutrients, the most people don't have a feeling of the portion sizes, and this is where the most people should start. Track your calories and your portion sizes. The goal with this thing is to stop tracking while still staying on track with your goals. So it just means more flexibility. So this is for people who have already tracked for a longer time their calories. But you can also train it. Of course, if you track for a longer time, I think you will develop a feeling, and you can try to track initially your calories and macros consistently to understand your body's needs. Here's also a trick. Estimate first and then weigh. For example, when you eat at home, you can estimate the calories, macros, and fiber of your meals, and then afterwards you weigh the food to see how close your estimates are. This will boost your skills immediately if you do this for a longer time. This practice helps you become more intuitive over time. And here's the gradual transition. You can slowly reduce tracking and rely more on your intuitive sense of hunger, fullness, and energy. This is actually a really good tip and strategy. First you estimate everything, and afterwards you track it actually to see how big the difference was, and you will get better with each time. Here are also some pros and cons of intuitive eating. So the pros are flexibility and freedom from tracking apps. You can improve your relationship with food again. It can also help with long-term sustainability. The cons are it requires time and experience. It may not be suitable for beginners or those with strict goals in a short time frame. So if you need more accuracy, if you have strict goals, you should avoid it. In my case, I actually still track my calories because I want to name my calories and macros exactly. Of course, I could also guess my whole calories. And if you just eat intuitive, you should focus mainly on your proteins and calories first, and you should train this. Here is the conclusion. Your protein intake is non-negotiable. Always maintain your protein intake while adjusting carbs and fats, especially if you do this strategy. Your weekly balance is also key. Focus on the long-term progress over daily fluctuations. If you choose intuitive eating as the next step, transition should be gradually from tracking to intuitive eating for more flexibility and freedom, especially after gaining experience with if it fit your macros. Guys, you should always focus on your protein intake and your calories. For all those people who don't have a problem with tracking your calories, please stick to it because it's more accurate, and you should also focus on your scale. This is also a recommendation. If you eat more intuitive, please track still your body weight and also calculate your averages and see in which direction your eating is going to make sure that you have still some accuracy. Guys, you can share your opinion about this. I still track my calories, I still track my food exactly, but I had also phases where I ate more intuitive. It really depends on your goal. You can share your opinion about this if you have tried this, and we can discuss about everything. Otherwise, we will see us in the last topic. Let's go.